from this.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is not the best matchup for Palutena.
Yeah.
But in the same vein, I mean, if you play Palutena or Cloud, and with Ken's phenomenal record against Cloud, you are not going to want to play that character against this man.
For sure.
So I understand why the Palutena coming out.
I feel like I've seen Akasa fight against Ken so many times, and like every single time, the Palutena is just like a couple steps away from getting the win. And Akasa always kind of like tilts his head a little bit in the final opportunity, like after losing game 1. He'll be like, maybe Cloud. And then Cloud just gets obliterated.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay. So we're starting off with the Palu this time around yet again. So far, I think this is by and far going to be the most slow-paced game that we've had out of everything that we've had on stream so far.
Yeah.
Akasa, so yeah, this is what happens, but yeah.
Excellent grab coming out from Akasa as he's finding his way into this game, but Ken, with how he plays this whiteout style of Sonic, so brutal to play against, especially Palutena as well. Going for the multi-hit jabs, gonna break through that spin dash. But
yeah, placing that jab there, definitely a really good idea when it just comes to, not even just like the Palutena matchup specifically, just anyone that has a jab that lingers like that. Good way of dealing with spin dash, but as I say that, ooh, Ken with the bait.
Yeah.
That's nice. I feel like Ken is so good at racking up damage in these percents just by using dash attack. Like Ken's dash attacks are crazy, and I mean, ultimately, if you rack up enough damage, even no matter how much you want to say Sonic struggles to kill, they'll eventually be able to find one if you find enough straight hits.
Yeah, and for sure, Ken can definitely, it's about finding the percent in a game like this, right? And Ken, so good at doing that as well. But in the same vein, Akasa, keeping it competitive, holding onto this stock.
Yeah, doing a good job right here. Trying to break off the ledge aggressively. Rolling in at the right time. Trying to read Ken's defensive options, panic options, roll-ins, anything. Not working out correctly. This time around, the roll-in wasn't the correct call-out, and Ken manages to find a simple back throw to be able to take the stock. The rage definitely coming in clutch there.
Yeah, risked it all with that up tilt, but now Akasa really going to have to find this stock. He lets this lead slip away from him. You know how good Ken can be at playing the advantage. And with Ken's pristine record against Akasa, this is going to be quite a tall task for him.
This is where, yeah, like you said, Ken can really start to kind of like hit the brakes, take his time, slowly chip away percent from Akasa's second stock, and make the situation look more agonizing. But oh my goodness,
very Raffalo-esque.
Yeah, Ken kind of just breaking away from these situations, just about trying to read the air dodge in, and Akasa just getting. I don't know. He's just unlucky with like every single like option select. He's just getting them wrong, which it's not even his fault, man. Half of them are just like guessing games of like which way Ken is gonna air dodge, and he just gets it wrong every time, unfortunately.
Ooh,
nice, but that's still not gonna be it. This is agonizing stuff. Akasa, please find the stock.
I thought he was gonna go for the dash attack there.
Catch the landing here. Yet again, can't quite read it correctly.
Just so much mobility on deck for the likes of a character like Sonic.
There
and
it is.
Finally managed to pick up the pieces. And already down to the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and both on the second stock.
Yeah, I mean, the deficit isn't too much, but when it comes to like the exhaustion levels in general, I feel like Akasa is probably quite depleted of energy at the moment.
Yeah, very mentally draining having to play against Sonic in general, and up against a Sonic player like Ken. It's going to be brutal.
Yeah, Ken's playing brilliantly here, I can't lie. Nice, disengaging at the correct times. Akasa gets a quick neutral B off. Nah, second one connects into a back air, sending Ken off stage. Tries to go for it all with the down air, not surprised.
Holding onto this stock, 130%, and back air will finally do it. Catches him coming out with quite a lazy return to ledge, as back air will punish it, and now This is where Ken tacks on the damage, 50% and counting.
Whole stock ahead is just not looking good for Akasa at all now, unless he finds the stock here. Yeah, Ken just doing a really good job of kind of just going high every time before Akasa manages to set up for any kind of ledge trap. Situation looking more and more dire. Pulls out of the up air. This might be a punish for Ken here. Going for the F smash. Doesn't work out. F tilt outspaced either.
Went to the short
Okay.
explosive flame. I mean,
Bit random, but sure.
yeah, if you're Akasa, you're just grasping at straws, really. It's so brutal to play against Ken, especially in a matchup like this.
This is where Ken gets so good at punishing overextensions as well. Nice. Good there. Jab.
I'm
Sorry,
loving those
rather.
jabs, though. Loving
Yeah.
those jabs.
What was that? Okay.
Just chilling that ledge.
Yeah. Just chilling in the ledge.
See, now, and Ken really just catching out all of Akasa's overextensions. Like, that up smash, not the best of moves in a situation like this, but Shek could find his way back into the game. Stalls out that up air.
Ooh! That was very nice.
But now, we just chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Just chilling for real, bro.
Well, just a little over a minute now to go, and Ken certainly with a massive lead. Doesn't even really need to worry about finding the stock anytime soon. I could certainly imagine this going to time, but like...
It might not even need to.
Yeah.
Obviously, Akasa's going to need to start playing a lot more risky if he wants to bring this back.
Yeah.
And it could look like maybe an impossible task. Ken knows it, so just...
I mean, Ken could try and punish the risky play, but at the same time, like, he could just disengage.
Yeah, which is what he's doing right now, right?
Yeah.
He just absolutely doesn't even need to approach at all, so... Isn't willing to risk anything right now, and 30 seconds left on the clock. As time ticks down to 0, Ken will find himself in an even more comfortable position.
Akasa's kind of getting the hang of where to throw out these explosive flames, but yeah, it's too little too late at this moment, I reckon. Ken just playing a little too tricky here. The dash attack mix-up. Finds a... That's a brilliant grab. That's like such a Ken thing to do there.
Yeah.
Go for these like random pivot grabs just to like, you know, in the final moments where you think maybe you might be able to get yourself back in the game, Ken just hits that like final, nah, this is done.
Yeah,
I'm actually just going to do this right in your face.
Yeah, and just Akasa
Just to take the piss.
blast,
It's like the most, it's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, and also it's like you're not going to expect somebody to be engaging with you as you're going to time, but
with a tomahawk grab.
exactly.
Yeah.
But in times like that is when the mix-ups are most important, and Ken highlighting it to the highest of degrees as he takes game number 1. And now moving on to small battlefield.
Ooh,
Akasa though
song's a banger.
was doing a pretty good job, to be fair, and catches out that air dodge out with the explosive flame. Brilliant, intelligent play coming out from Akasa.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the neutral, gonna have to catch out these spin dashes. And Akasa's been doing that pretty well with those high nairs and stuff like that after, or the second hit of the like jump hitbox of the spin dash.
Yeah.
Akasa's been doing a good job finding those nairs and stuff like that. Just chilling at the ledge, on the platform. So brutal as well. The likes of up air, so powerful in situations like this.
Run up jab from Ken. Trying to look for some kind of ledge trump, but unfortunately miss input. Rolling in, gets down smash, but obviously not going to kill.
Akasa a fan of that move, by the way. You see him use it quite frequently.
Palutena down smash.
Yeah. So. Ooh. Yeah, miss input coming out there. Unfortunate stuff from Akasa, but 130%.
Oh my god.
And not the best of F smashes coming out from Ken.
That was hella weird though. He jab won, he like jab checked to bait out a grab probably.
Yeah.
And then kind of just faded back slightly to avoid the grab hitbox and went for an F smash. I really like the idea, but yeah, it just didn't work out.
Akasa wise to it. And now with a stock lead, let's see how Akasa can play with the percent lead. As he's finding his openings for sure.
Yeah. Second up air, not going to be enough. Akasa still in the lead. A very valuable one.
See, and at this rate, right, it's not an issue about tacking on the percent if you're somebody like Ken. You need to get rid of this Palutena stock immediately so you can be able to play that neutral.
Yeah.
Play that sort of frustration that Sonic is so good at instilling into players. That fear and that frustration that they come up against is what makes this matchup so brutal. But Akasa unwavering right now in his neutral as he finds the downer, sends him back to the depths of hell.
All right, yeah. I mean, Akasa was going for those down airs quite a few times. I mean, obviously you would want to as Palutena in those situations. It's like your one opportunity of finding a cheese kill, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, finally managed to find it at the perfect opportunity. It's staying in his lead, and this being able to finish this game off will certainly be a lot less stressful than some of the other Ken games that you might find.
Yeah, but in the same vein, right, Akasa, definitely not a player type of guy to be scared to go to time in a situation like this. Knows that he's got the better hand in a situation like this, so knows that Ken has to overextend and punish him and be able to put the brakes on him. But let's see if Akasa...
I'll say Ken's doing a really good job of catching. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that kind of edge guard before. That's like a brand new thing that I've seen Ken do. Nice. Didn't work out though, but I do love the idea. Akasa has had a ton of damage racked up on him in like the past 30-40 seconds. Ken's playing marvelously, but thanks to the really fat stock lead that he has, he's still technically in the lead. Just needs to break this momentum at the moment. If he brings it to a last stock situation, it could start getting a little scary for him.
Ooh, and just barely that back air not gonna be able to come out as Ken.
Nice.
Trying to find his way back into this game and does it with the back air, calls out that down air.
Yeah, beautiful positioning.
This is where it really gets scary for Akasa, right? That momentum shift, so brutal coming out from Ken. See, claws it back to one stock apiece. Akasa really gonna have to hold on to that mental resilience that he instilled in Ken game,
Just
or stock number 2.
Yep. Up air, back air, quick percent. Ken slowly trying to catch up here. Akasa can only really go for straight hits at the moment, so I think Ken would probably have an easier time catching up in terms of percent. But it is about finding that last hit, and I think Palu does a better job in general when it comes to like killing from earlier percents. It's just Ken is looking so clinical at the moment. Dash attack to catch the landing. Unfortunately, couldn't quite read the teleport correctly.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Palutena is not finding kills at these percents, right? Needs a little bit more. Needs to get him in the ranges of around 110, 140% if he wants to find this stock. Maybe
or just
in the
any
corner
kind of,
now.
yeah. At the corner, certainly, Akasa becomes the scariest, but really, damn!
And a 3-stock to 1 reversal coming out from Ken.
Ken just threw that out of nowhere, and Ken manages to take it 2-0.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful comeback. You don't see Ken make too many comebacks, but yeah, that was textbook from the man himself, and nice.
Excellent stuff coming out from Ken.
SBI.
Exactly. Ken no Nichijou type situation there.
Ken no Nichijou for sure.
Every day I'm gonna beat you, Akasa is what he said. Every day. It's like this
That's
Nichijou.
cold. That's a bar. That's a bar.
It's like this Nichijou.
It's my Nichijou.
It's my Nichijou to beat you,
I be
Akasa.
beating you on the motherfucking Nichijou, bro. What are we saying? Switch or like do one more?
Yeah,
What's the time? Oh yeah, we should switch. Alright, do you guys want to come in?
Alright, thank you guys. We will have Strides and JP continue the rest of the stream. It's been a pleasure.
Goodbye.